Good morning everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of what I've been knitting this week. This is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because I've been at work this week, so I haven't had anywhere near as much time as I have been have had to knit over the 2 weeks holiday. But yeah, I've still managed to get a bit done. We had a lovely snow day yesterday as well, because it was quite icy and dangerous on the road, so they made the decision to shut a lot of schools. So I got some work done in the morning and then managed to do some knitting in the afternoon, which was a nice surprise. But yeah, I'm only going to go through, as I've got quite a lot of whips on the go at the minute. I think I've got I've started 6 of my 12 cast ons of 2026. But rather than going over them if I haven't made any progress, I'm just going to show you what the ones that I've made progress on. So I'll do that first. I've got a couple of finished objects, which are both pairs of socks, and I'm going to talk about the next couple of cast-ons that I'm going to try and get started today. Yeah, and also I've got a couple more bags to show you that my mum's made in some lovely fabric as well. So yeah, grab a cuppa and let's get started. That's going to go cold very quickly. First item that I've been working on this week has been the bouquet hat for my sister. So I've done quite a bit on this. My lovely auntie who started watching these videos has also requested one of these hats, so I've ordered the wool for her. She's ordered a lovely rust colour, so hi Auntie Jana. I can imagine her just giggling her head off at this. So yeah, you're famous now. Amazing. So this is my sister's bouquet hat. This is the progress I've made on this one. It almost looks velvety. It's looking really nice. A really nice colour. So that is that one. I'm just knitting round and round. I've got to get to 20 centimetres before I turn it. But yeah, enjoying working with that. It's a nice easy knit to do mindlessly in front of the television. So that's how that whip is going. Next whip that I've been working on a lot is my Olga sweater. So this is knitting so fast. So I've done quite a lot. I've done the left and right back shoulder. I've joined the shoulder seams to knit down the front. I haven't quite got to the point where I join in the round, but I'm only about 3 stripes off it. And yesterday I started putting the collar on as well. So this is how it's looking. So I'm about halfway through knitting the collar. I've done that row that you do there so that it folds over naturally. Try and show you. Not a brilliant easy thing to show, but yeah, that's how it's looking. I absolutely love the brown contrast colour with this. As I said, I've got about 3 stripes to do before I join in the round. Picked up the collar. I've managed to get this quite neat as well, so I'm dead chuffed about that. So yeah, hope it suits me. But yeah, this is a really quick knit if you want something quick, but it's also quite fun because you're doing the stripes and you're doing short rows and then you're picking up the collar. So it's not boring, but it's quite easy and mindless. And that's what the shoulder looks like. I don't think I've done the best job of picking up the shoulder seams, but hopefully that will block out nicely. So yeah, that's how that's looking. I love the wool. The first ball of wool, annoyingly, the beige coloured one, had 3 knots in it, so that was upsetting. So now I'm winding the wool into a ball before I use it so I don't get caught again. But other than that, I love this colour. I love the colour I've chosen. This is called Deep Monk's Robe, which I think is fantastic. I think it used to be called Hazelnut, but obviously they changed the name. So that's going really well. Should hopefully get some more progress on that. I can't remember whether I showed you this project bag, but this is another project bag my mum's made me with the lining. It's got the kind of drawstring inside. People keep commenting she should sell them, but I don't think she should. She doesn't have the time. She's got too busy making me bags. But yeah, that's what it looks like inside. So that's really nice. A really lovely pink soft corduroy on there as well. So that's the Olga one. I'm really enjoying knitting that. I'll show you the other project bags she's made as well while we're on project bags. So she's made me another 2 little sock bags. So the first one is this lovely green one. It's got some lovely green cord on the bottom. Oh no, I've lost the tie hand up now. And she's done these little drawstring pulls in green as well. How beautiful is that? That's probably one of my favourites. And then another favourite she's done is this one. Isn't that lovely? So they're just the absolute perfect size to put a couple of balls of sock wool in. This one's got my cable jumper, which I haven't done much on since last time, so I won't bother showing you that. That's the chain heart sweater, but that's beautiful as well with the lovely blue cord. So yeah, those are 2 new project bags that I've got. I haven't done much work on my heart chain sweater or my matcha jumper, just haven't got around to it. I've been working on socks and things like that. Haven't done any more on my colourwork socks, so I won't bother showing you those. Just have a sip of my coffee. So, finished items, very exciting. I have finished 2 pairs of socks since the last time I spoke to you all. The first are probably one of my favourite things I've ever made. These gingerbread socks. They're a bit screwed up because I have worn them a lot. Really pleased with how they look. They're not quite perfect, but that's what makes them beautiful in my opinion. So yeah, they are really warm. I like wearing hand knit socks, especially when they're the more kind of rustic wool, like the rougher 4-ply. I like wearing them over other socks because they just really keep your feet toasty. So if you go for a nice wintry walk or you've got your socks on in the house, I'll just put these over the top and they really keep my feet nice and warm. So those are the gingerbread socks, knit in Starcraft Signature 4-ply in the colour gingerbread, which is this self-striping, and then I've done the toe, the heel and the cuff contrast in some 4-ply that I dyed myself in a nice green. And this has got a shadow wrap heel, which is my favourite heel at the moment. So yeah, love these. I wish I'd have done them a little bit longer. I always get impatient and think, oh, that'll be long enough, but I need to start doing them much longer because I like them a bit longer. So those are those socks. And I've also finished, one of them still on the blocker because it's still blocking, these beautiful 4-ply socks. These were made in a yarn by Wildflower Yarns. I think she has a website. She's also on Etsy. I think the colour is something unicorn, but you can choose from pale blue, lemon, pale pink, peach, green as the background colour, and then these kind of speckle stripes in the different kind of fluorescent pastels are on there as well, so you can choose a different colour. I chose the blue, and I absolutely love these. And at the same time that I purchased these, I also got a 5-pack of minis, which were in the peach, the blue, the pale yellow, pink and green. So I've got quite a lot of this left over as well. Have I got it here? I think I have. That's how much. There was like 115 grams on this ball of wool as well. There's supposed to be 100, so there was more wool. I've got loads left, so I could probably do another pair with a different colour contrast. I might do those, or I might do like a stripe with all the different pastels with this as the contrast. Don't know, loads of possibilities. But yeah, it's really lovely and soft. Definitely recommend that dyer. She's quite a small independent dyer, but I've also knit another pair of socks from her yarn as well, and it's so soft and lovely. But yeah, beautiful. So those are those socks. I don't know what to call these, but they're like pastel neon rainbow socks. Aren't they lovely? Really love these. Looking forward to wearing these today when this one dries. So those are my finished objects. In terms of my next cast ons, I think we're going to be sock heavy. I've got a baby knit planned to knit for my friend at work who's having a baby, I think after Easter, so I'm going to knit her a little wrap cardigan. And then, if you remember a few weeks ago, I showed you some zigzag socks that I'd made, colourwork socks. I had some black and white zigzag socks that I'd made, which I'll put here if I can find a picture. And then I'd also made some kind of lilac socks that had a white stripe and some like little black colour work details on as well, which I absolutely loved, but they're too small for me to wear. So I was about halfway through knitting them and I was like, shall I carry on or shall I just frog them? And I decided to frog them because I do want to make the pattern for them, but at the end of the day I want to be able to wear them as well. Oh yeah, I have cast another thing on as well. Let me show you the other thing that I've cast on, another pair of socks. Cast on number 7 is this gorgeous yarn from Manos del Uruguay. I think I've said that right. And it is absolutely stunning. Look how that is knitting up. So it's not self-striping. Well, it is kind of self-striping, but it's got such lovely, the colours in it as well. There's like teals, purples, pinks, greens. It's absolutely stunning. So I wanted to do more like a broken ribbed sock. So I kind of just winged it. I've done a 2x2 rib on the cuff, and then I've changed to a broken rib 3x1. Have I done a broke? Okay, so I've just realised I did a broken rib down to here, and I've just been doing a 3x1 rib here. So I'm going to have to go, oh, it's not too bad. I'm going to have to go back a couple, but you can't really see, to be honest. So yeah, that is cast on number 7. So just some nice socks for me. Really lovely soft yarn. Definitely recommend this sock yarn. I assume it's super washed because it's so soft, but it's really nice. So that's cast on 7. Cast on 8 will be a baby cardigan, and then I might do the 4, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got a plan for the Tombow tee as well, which I've ordered some more yarn for. That hasn't come yet. That's going to be one as well. I've also ordered for a little birthday present for myself, which is in February. I've ordered the January sock club from Bird Street Yarns. They're doing like a TV themed monthly sock club. So I've ordered the January one and the February one. So basically that's my husband's birthday present to me. But what I wanted to do today is start a couple of more sock projects, and I've been inspired by Ange of Yarn and Yarns. She did such a fun video the other day where she used a wheel spinner to make selections of what she was going to knit. So I've got this book. I had it last year for Christmas, and there's some lovely kind of textured rustic sock patterns in here, and I want to make one. So what I've done is copied Ange, and I have put the ones that I like on a little wheel, and I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to find out together which one I'm going to make. If I can record this screen, I should be able to do it, shouldn't I? Let's see. Let's record the screen. And then I can insert it here, because I'm definitely going to be able to do that with my computer science skills, IT skills. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to spin the wheel. And it should be appearing here at the same time. Okay, so that is number 37, Canerva. You get a little round of applause as well. Okay, so let's have a look. 37. So I just basically went through this, and I ignored any that had, what was it, 37 Canerva. I ignored any that had cable needles because I didn't want to do any more cabling. I'm doing that on the cable sweater that I'm doing. 37. That's 35. Here we go. Any second now. Oh, they're nice. Okay. So those are the socks I'm going to be knitting. Aren't they lovely? I like this detail here. So nice textured socks. So wool wise, I've got some plain sock yarns that I think would look best with a texture. So these are left over from my daughter's socks that I made, the cat colourwork socks. Okay, I think I might do this one. This is quite nice, isn't it? It's quite rustic. So I think I'm going to use that wool to do that pattern. I might have to go down a needle. So I usually use 2.5, but I think I might have to use 2.25 because this is quite thin. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm going to go for that one. Second option would be this lighter orange, but I think this one would be nice. Using up what I've already got. I've got some of the nice bright colours in here, some neons and stuff. But yeah, that would be nice. So that's going to be my cast on number 8. Can't count. So just a quick update from Editing Joe. This pattern doesn't say you need a cable needle, but you do need a cable needle. So I don't want to do that one anymore. So I'm going to do the wheel again and see which sock pattern I'm going to do. Okay, so second time lucky. This is the pattern we're going to make. It's called Gust, and I've had a look and it definitely doesn't require any cabling, so that's the one I'm going to go for, and I will come back on my next video and let you know how I'm getting on with that. But yeah, so really short video today. I hope you still enjoyed it. I'm gonna try and come back either next weekend or the weekend after with another video. My aim this weekend is just do a little bit more work on my Olga sweater and some nice cozy sock knitting, because I haven't really got the concentration level today to do anything more taxing. I don't think I could stand to sit and read a cable chart to do any work on my heart chain sweater. Yeah, just a nice cozy weekend. What have you all got planned? What are you all working on? Let me know. I am enjoying the weather at the moment, but looking forward to the spring because I am a summer girly. I love the sunshine. I love sitting in the garden, and I do like how pretty this snowy weather is, but I don't particularly like going out in it. But yeah, do like snuggling up on the sofa with my knits. Let me know in the comments below what you're knitting. Are you taking part in the 12 cast ons of 2026? Are you doing a make 9? Are you doing any other challenges, any knit alongs? Please let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a lovely, peaceful and happy weekend. Take care.